Hello, everyone. How's everyone doing today? Load this save up. What's going on, people? It's a Friday. I'm exhausted. How are you? Nobody wants to talk today? That's fine. I'll do all the talking. I'm okay with that. We have baby pigs! Finally, we have baby pigs. There are 3 of these little guys running around in here somewhere. If Penelope doesn't step on them. Stepping on your babies, dude. Rude. So, to catch you guys up on what I've done since the last stream, because I've gotten some stuff done, I have been religiously checking the oil. I've emptied them out a couple of times. Of course, they've restarted every time the save restarts, but that's okay. I finished off all my logs so I could build a table and the curing station for these little guys, which are all going to be named Day 9. So we know when they were born. Where's the other one? There he is. And yeah, I did some running around. I got the rifle. Went ahead and got that. Did some wild meat. Posted a couple of pictures in the Discord. At least one. Where I actually found one of the big cats right behind the CarQuest area. So they do exist. They really do. They're just really hard to find. I only found that one because I had stopped to look at something else and it ran away from the car. And then, I kind of let it get some distance before I jumped out and jumped up on top of the car, and then it ran back at me and I shot it. I found a couple of bears over in like this area instead of all the way down here. Found a couple of bears up here, and then I found another big cat over like here, kind of. And that one ended up killing me. So I had to reload the save. And I lost the bears, lost the meat, because my autosave was set to 20 minutes. So make sure you guys go in and reset your autosave to about every 5 minutes or so is what mine is set to now, because I don't want to lose anything like that. That made me sad. But I ended up finding 2 more bears again in that same area, and then found the big cat down here again. And then I was actually down around here when I found a coyote that gave me number 5. And then I went and turned in all of that meat to the hunter. Had about 6 pieces left over, I think. Took that to Best Burger and sold the rest of that. So yeah, I've just kind of been running around doing farm chores, having fun. So yeah, welcome if you're just joining. We have babies. We have baby pigs. All the baby pigs. Wilbur. He's a proud papa. All right. So, what would you guys like to see me do today? I'm kind of open. I didn't have any plan for this. I just felt bad because I was kind of thinking about streaming last week, but with the Chaos Twins home from school, it was going to have to be like a no talking stream. And there were a couple people in the Discord that wanted that, but nobody on YouTube really wanted that. So I was like, okay, I'll just I'll just hold off and wait. Um, if you're joining in on Twitch, you will notice that my schedule is no longer posted. That is because I don't know what my schedule is going to be kind of from here on out because I am going to be moving soon and I don't know exactly when soon is. So for now, we're just going to have to wait and see what's going on with that. I hope to hear something by next week that can give me a little bit more firmer dates. Also, summer's coming up soon, so the Chaos Twins are going to be home 24/7, and I'm going to be pulling my hair out. Um, so yeah, that's going to be really fun. I might see if I can get one of them to come and play, but I don't think they're going to. They're more into Roblox and Minecraft. I've played Minecraft. It's super fun. I built like this crazy castle that I found a YouTube video on. There's a big house I found a YouTube video on. And yeah, I basically just find builds I like on YouTube and then build them in the Minecraft server. But yeah, so we're waiting on pigs to grow. I'm probably gonna go grab the gold bar again because I spent some money. I put fuel trailers at each one of the oil spots. So, oh, those are already pretty much full again. Nice. Bought some more oil barrels to handle, just the influx of oil I'm getting. I've got 3 barrels at each spot now. Probably need to empty out these bags of feed. They're gonna need another one soon. Cleaned up the farm just a little bit, the ranch, whatever. Where I'm from, farm and ranch are synonymous with each other, so. But yeah, we here, we doing it. Hello, how are you? Go check out our oil. What do you mean hardcore ranchers only? I'm not a hardcore rancher. Oh, please don't hit. Oh, it's gonna hit. Okay. I'm here. I'm definitely here. Kind of all I got today. It's been a week. Crazy, but you know, I might have almost died yesterday. Where are all my barrels? I think I left them all at the other one. Alright, we'll go to the other one first then. I really hope that when I died earlier, it didn't reset me buying the barrels. I'll be so upset. I'm actually not. I only have about somewhere between 350 and 400 hours on the game. And a lot of that is like helping people and testing things and making the tutorial videos. Like, I actually, like, I play, but I spend a lot of time building. Like, a lot of time building. Oh, thank God. They're here. 117. That's not bad. There's $1,000 right there. Thought I had more barrels. Don't know what I did with them. Maybe they got deleted. I don't remember what day my first ranch was at. I think I made it to something like day 100. And then a new update came out. And I was like, where I had built my ranch was completely off from the new farm plots and everything. So I had to restart all over again when UE5 came out. And then when the horse and tree update came out, I restarted again because I wanted a specific place to grow trees at. And the ranch I had built didn't really support that. So I ended up restarting all over again. And I built that entire ranch up and then did a couple of tutorials and then didn't touch it for a while. And then the DLC came out. So I said, well, let me go play on that. Medieval blacksmith sim. That could be cool. I don't typically play simulator games, as hard as that is to believe. Were you eating off the cliff? Yeah, I don't actually play a lot of Sims. One I found not too long ago was Car Dealer Simulator. And that one looks like it's actually going to be really fun. It was just the demo that I played. But it looks like it's going to be super fun, and I'm kind of excited for them to release the full game. Because I will definitely be buying that one. I mean, basically you just go pick up the cars on the tow truck, and then you tow them to the dealership, you wash them, you fix them up, and then you set a price and sell them. And it kind of gives me a bunch of different things to do, which I really like. Storage Hunter Sim. Like Storage Wars? I'm sorry. Jimmy, the car trailer will hold 40 barrels? That's insane. That's good to know. Like, that's crazy. Okay, but, like, are you really making that much oil that you need 40 barrels at one time? From 5 rigs? Oh, wow. Crazy. Oil is OP. Is the goat. Gonna buy another barrel while we're here. See if we can stick it in there too. Because I want to have even numbers at each one. Alright, we're back up to 10K. Barrel. Now that. Nice. You can stack each barrel too high. I do not cash my barrels in until the trailer is full. I'm rich. I mean, pretty much at that point. Alright, we gotta repack this. You know what? Can I set the barrel on top? Yes! Okay. He needs 40 because he's supplying 2 rigs with 2 rounds of full oiled. Jeez. That's insane. Rigs! Okay. Drop one of these bad boys off over here. They are slow pee. True. Like, are you waiting until the rig is completely full, or? I'm not hardcore. I'm casual. I've spent the last week playing the Delicious games. If you've ever heard of those, it's sort of like, I don't know if anybody remembers Diner Dash with Flo, but Delicious is very similar to that. And I've been playing that and trying to get achievements for the last week. Hiding out for people. It's been very people-y lately. It's not like you just found it, girl. I mean, true. Wait, what are we waiting for? I'm confused. Which tends to just happen a lot. What are we waiting for? Oh! Yeah, no. 100 pigs, I feel like would completely lag the save out. I feel like I'd get like 2 FPS in that case. That's rough. 100 pigs just roaming around. Well, yeah, if you've got 100 pigs, of course you're going to be fighting lag and crashing. Oh, yeah. Yep. That's what the update yesterday was trying to fix a little bit. There was some render issues with the animals where if they were not, like if you didn't load them in when the save loaded in, they wouldn't eat and then they would die. You Yeah, eggs will crash you out. Too many animals will crash you out. If the animals die all at once like that, it can crash you out. If you go through and you kill all of the dead animals, skin them, and then the meat explodes everywhere, that can crash you out. Like if you have multiple dead at one time, that's definitely going to crash you out. Because each one of the items that's like laying around kind of adds to your lag just a little bit. So, Penelope, thank God. Please don't get pregnant again. I do not want pig apocalypse. What are you doing, dude? She's hiding in the grass. Alright. I'm kind of iffy on building anything else right now, because I don't want to, like, use up a bunch of stuff here. And then move to one of the bigger ranches. Horses are kind of iffy. They tend to kind of be a pain in the butt. What I usually do is I put them inside of a barn and keep them in there in the stalls with some stuff. They each get like a trough and then they're fine, usually. There has been a lot of animal issues lately though. So they just went in and fixed all of that stuff. I got 40 pigs, 40 plus pigs, 30 plus cows, and who knows how many chickens. Oh, good lord. Oh, that's really cool, Jimmy. I would be scared to like code people in just to look around. Because I feel like the first thing they would do, and we've actually had it happen a couple of times, where people just go to the general store and they just buy everything that they possibly can until your bank account's like negative, and then they just take off. It's so rude. Morning, little money makers. My biggest fear would be is they cut my grass. You don't want the grass cut? What's wrong with the grass? Oh, no, not another sandstorm. The poor baby piggos in the sandstorm. Very particular of my grass. Nice. I'm not as particular with my grass. Not in the game, anyway. In real life, don't step on my grass. But I don't worry about them. I have everything I need. They can spend what they like so long as I have bullets. Oh! Nice. Fourscore, you stream too? That's cool. I'm still learning about streaming. I'm so new at it. Took 200 ham and egg sandwiches, but pork and cheese did me well. Not the ham and egg sandwiches. Ugh. Look, I love our devs, but if they don't do something about these sandstorms... Oh no, you're fine. You're fine. It's not like you posted a link to your stream or anything. If you posted a link, I might be a little upset. But yeah, I mean, you stream too, that's awesome. I don't know if BC streams or if he just does videos like I do. But BC's another really good one too. I used to watch his stuff before I started making my own. Back when I was starting out, BC was you know, the only one that I knew of that actually streamed or did videos for Ranch. So I watched a lot of his stuff. He's got the accent too, which is really funny. I hide mine a lot, so you don't hear it as much as you do BC's. Oh, well that's really cool. I didn't realize it was so dead. I guess because the boyfriend watches a lot of live stream stuff. Do a Ranch Sim episode of Cribs and visit a few of us who follow your advice. I mean, yeah, that could be cool. I definitely, people keep asking me to do a tour of my ranch from the base map, but I don't really, like, I like how it's set up, but at the same time I don't. it's kind of annoying. So I don't know. I feel like I want to build like the perfect ranch and then give a tour of that one. Finally, the sandstorm is over. Gilbert. Alright, let's go find something to do. Like I said, I don't really want to build anything, because then I'm going to have to move it all later. Final episode. Yeah, I know that feeling. Right now, they're just trying to get bug fixes out to fix some stuff, because, like I said, people's animals dying was really, really difficult. And I don't really think the devs could justify putting out an update with new content when people couldn't make money because their freaking cows kept dying. So, like, you couldn't raise any beef, you couldn't get any milk. And it wasn't just cows, but cows were the ones that we saw the most of. So, yeah, I mean, right now they're just working towards bug fixes from the DLC, and then they're going to start working on a roadmap for new content. I'm excited to see where they take it from here. I have thought about branching out my streaming a little bit, but like I play WoW sometimes, and I was gonna stream my raids when I was raiding, but I feel like that's really overdone, especially because we had like 2 or 3 people that would stream anyway. So I felt like it was just kind of overkill at that point. Like, how many people do you need streaming the same raid? So I didn't do that. And I feel like some of the other games that I play are kind of, I don't want to say boring, but they're not very fast paced. Like I just got all of the achievements for Placid Plastic Duck Simulator. If you've ever played that, it is amazing. The ducks are crazy, and everybody should play it because it's an awesome game. It's got so much like I mean the base game in and of itself is just you sit there staring at the pool until the ducks come down, and then you get to see what kind of duck you've gotten because it's random. You can get any kind. And then some of the different like maps that you can choose from have different little secrets on them that you have to figure out. The lighting system is awesome because of the links. Oh yeah, for sure. If I can find some animals. I found a bunch earlier. I've noticed with the predators and stuff, they don't seem to load in right away when you load the save in. It's kind of like they spawn later. So sometimes you can find them and sometimes you can't. It just depends on how close you are, like when they spawn in, I guess. Wait, built stairs and platforms up to it. Placed 4 light bars on it. Connected them to my switch and it worked and works while spinning. No magic. Okay. Well, alrighty then. Big cat I found was over here. Wondering if this is another spawn point. Maybe. Or maybe it came from one of the other spawns. See it now. Oh! No. These bushes kill me. These little brown ones drive me nuts. Wait a minute. You put light bars on the windmill? Jimmy. Now I'm gonna have to come see this. That is so creative. Wait, the hot rod. You mean the muscle car? Please tell me you gave him the muscle car. That thing is absolutely hilarious to drive. I love it. That one and the sports car. The sports car is slippery. Oh my goodness. We were doing some testing a couple weeks ago, and I spawned in the sports car to drive around. And one of the other team members spawned in another sports car to drive around. And we raced from the $6,000 ranch over to the $36,000 ranch. And you want to talk about sliding all over the place. I do like the station wagon. I really do. If it carried animals, it would totally be better. But I'm kind of sad that it doesn't. When I picked up the pigs the last time, I was trying to drive the UTV back to town, and it ran out of gas. And I just haven't gone back and picked it back up. I probably should at some point, but some deer over here, I think. I think it's over this way. Yeah. I mean, it can be horrible if you're not used to it. Like, if you notice, I'm just kind of tapping on the gas every once in a while. And another thing I've noticed is if you're trying to turn at all, you do not want to be going like 75, 80 miles an hour and trying to turn. It is not good vibes. I have flipped this car so many times trying to do that. It's hilarious. They are working on the driving. It's just kind of jank at the moment. Stops the glitching and spinning out. Which trailer? The animal trailer? Oh yeah, the sports cars are I mean, can't really use them for too much anyway. Like, the muscle car has the trunk, and you could put, like, flat stuff inside of it, but putting... Nice. Putting, you know, like a gas can in the back of it is just, that's not happening. So... I wonder if I shoot the RV, what'll happen. Aha! Nice. Oh, the small trailer. Yeah, it does tend to kind of bounce and flop around. I'm hoping now that they got the fuel trailer figured out that they could do the same thing for the small trailer. That would be really nice. Is that gonna fit? No. That's okay. Should have grabbed a cooler. I always forget to bring a cooler. They add switch to different vehicles. What do you mean add a switch to different vehicles? Oh, carrying animals with wagon. I didn't even think about that. My brain is not cooperating with me today, I swear. My brain is already on weekend mode. Still haven't finished my monster yet. Grabbed my monster at like 7 o'clock this morning. Still haven't finished it. Oh yeah, hoof it. Absolutely. Gotta hoof it. Like you can jump to different vehicles. Yeah, no. Gotta walk it. Also, I can't believe you would mention that game. Ew. I've never actually played that game. 2 pigs, 2 goats, 25 chickens. I mean, hey, do you? 4 score. We don't mention that game here. Branch Sim is the goat. We don't talk about the devil here. I actually don't care. I've seen that game in the store for literally forever. And I absolutely would never have bought it to play. Especially at the price point they have it at. Yeah, it's just not something that I ever thought I would play or be interested in. I'm like, why would you do that? Keep in mind, um I don't know why you can't see his comments anymore. He's still here. Unless he left. I don't know. Oh, let me check. I'm looking. Somebody sent me messages. May have chat blocked by accident. Uh-oh. Yeah, because I can see Fourscore. Really? Hello? Alright. There we go. Okay. But yeah, I didn't think that I would ever actually play any, like, simulator type games. Before I started playing WoW, back in the days of original Lich King, so that tells you how long that's been, I basically only played hidden object games. Like, like Big Fish type games back in the day. And, I have a whole slew of those. Um, I think the Ravenhurst ones were probably my all-time favorite, but they're weird. I mean, they're weird. And so I never really considered myself a gamer. Even when I started playing WoW, I was like, I'm not a gamer. Not even a little bit. You know, I'm just a person that plays games. I'm not an actual gamer. And I still kind of hold true to that because yeah, I don't think I'm really technically a gamer yet. Oh, no, I don't have any of that yet. Okay. Jim, Fourscore can see you. So I'm not sure why you can't see him. Maybe reload and come back, see if that helps anything. I don't know. Now, all of that meat we just sold can put gas in the cart. Because I've been driving around aimlessly for like an hour now. I'd seen him up until the LOL comment. Yeah, I don't know. He's still talking. Yeah. Yeah, Jimmy, check your Google account block list. You may have accidentally blocked him or something. You never know. Alright. Closed and reopened. Oh yeah, there we go. Oh. Yeah, that might have something to do with it if you're not on the actual live part of it. She has any quests. She should. I see the windmill still up, so get a quest done. Get some stuff cleaned up. No way I'm doing the Fox quest on stream. That would... Oh my goodness. Y'all think I'm a bad driver and keep running into everything? You do not want to see me chasing after foxes. Y'all would never watch my videos ever again. I'm so bad at chasing the stupid foxes. I hate it. Why did my pets and pigs just die randomly one time over by the hardware store? I made a U-turn and my dog fell out of my UTV and died. Um, oh, I didn't think about turning the foliage down. So, pets and pigs, we were having an issue up until just like yesterday where animals were randomly dying. Um, that has been fixed now. There was an update for that yesterday, like I said. But yeah, so I would try again. As far as your dog falling out of your UTV, I'm not sure how that could have happened because the dog is supposed to sit in the passenger seat. Um, this game is multiplayer, Billy. Do your friends not have the game? Okay, 5 dogs and a cat. Um, so dogs and cats are different from the rest of the animals in that they cannot be following you to eat. Um, there was an update just recently. Oh, well, if your friends don't have it, then get new friends because you don't need that kind of negativity. I'm just kidding. Anyway, um, dogs will not eat when they are following you. So, what I would do is go buy another dog, another cat. If you want to, go into the official Discord, submit a ticket, and I will come and give you a dog and a cat. Oh, you have a small dog. Okay. Um, so build them a house, fence in the house, put their food bowl in there, and then put them in there when you are not actively using them. Like if you don't need them to fetch, you don't need to take them hunting with you, put the dog in there when you're not actively playing with it, and they shouldn't die. They should not. If they do, it could be that your save is corrupted or there's some issue going on with it. But yeah, for the most part, they should not be dying anymore. But they cannot be following you if they're hungry, because they will not eat. Yeah, you can absolutely send screenshots to the Discord. I'm assuming you're talking about my Discord. If you're talking about the official Ranch Simulator Discord, yes. There is a channel in there for screenshots, just like there is in mine. The official Discord has, like the bot setup though, so I think you can only do like 3 screenshots at a time, and then you have to wait so long. Yeah, letting them roam free is probably part of the problem because they will wander too far away from the bowls and then they won't eat on time and then you find them 3 days later a mile from home and their rigor has already set in. Oh, okay, yeah, that sounds good. That autosave. I know he's not laying his fat butt on top of these babies. Oh no, that's his ear. Okay. And that was Penelope. I'm so sorry, Wilbur. I did not mean to disrespect you like that. Get away from the gate. Sacrificial lamb number 3. Alright, I'm gonna have to go get some more food. Perfect. So I'm trying to decide if I need to do any more like tutorial videos because I've basically covered everything. I feel like one specifically on oil might not be a bad idea, especially with the rules for it being slightly different on the DLC map, because a lot of people keep asking questions about that. So, what do you guys think? Should I do a tutorial specifically on the oil locations and how it works and everything? Because I feel like a lot of people get confused with it. Like a lot of what I see is people come in to the Discord and they start asking questions and they're like, I went to all of these oil locations and I couldn't find any oil. Like, I don't know what I'm looking for, and like none of them have oil on them. It doesn't make any sense. And then, we keep having to explain, like, you get 2 on the base map. You get 2. So, sorry. I don't know. Why haven't I built a silo? Because I don't want to build any like permanent structures on this ranch yet because it is just the $6,000 ranch. And I want to get up to, basically I'm saving up to get the $36,000 one. So that I can start building permanent structures on that one. I'm just waiting on these pigs to get fat. Right, but explaining... Okay, wait. I was building a fence when my dog was following me, and his food and health was 100%. And I decided to run over to the barn, and he didn't follow. So I ran back to see where he was, and he was dead. Jeez. That's awful. That doesn't seem normal. I mean, I'm sure that you probably, don't have that specific save file anymore or anything like that. But if that keeps happening, I would submit a ticket and send over the save file and let us investigate, because that does not seem right. Use the 6K ranch for chickens, trees, and my grape greenhouse. That's actually not a bad idea. I play solo most of the time, so I definitely don't want to stay on the $6,000 ranch. I want to get to the $36,000 one. And then I'm going to buy the 24 just to have the extra oil. But yeah. I don't want to build anything permanent on the 6K one, because I'm just kind of renting it for the moment. If that makes any sense. Two oil wells and over $25,000 right now, and I'm doing well, and my chickens produce over 40 eggs every day. Hey, that's great. So attached to the big Rottweiler. I got really depressed. Oh, I know. I have a Rottweiler on the base map too, and I'm very attached to Roscoe P. Coltrane. That's his name. I love Roscoe. If anybody knows that reference, that's exactly how old I am. Thank you very much. Getting oil from the middle ranch and the expensive ranch. Yeah, I mean that's part of the goal is I'm going to leave these two up that I already have up, and I'm just going to have all 5 of the oil fields. But I kind of don't want to get started on anything like really involved until I get to the $36,000 ranch. Because I don't want to leave stuff over here and have to run back all the time. Because I play by myself. I'm too particular about stuff and the way things are built. You're 70? Wow. Congratulations and happy early birthday. I feel about 70. And I know you're going to laugh at me. But yeah, I feel about 70. I have good reason though. Why am I back in the car? Hello? I have good reason though. I was in a car accident like a year and a half ago. And I actually just passed the 1-year anniversary of my spinal surgery for that. So yeah, I'm the body is breaking down. Used my grape farm to buy everything. That is pretty smart. I just don't want to set up anything like that and then have to keep coming back over here. Not that it's really that far of a drive from the $36,000 ranch to here, but still a little more running around than what I want to do. She says that she literally runs all the way around the car. Full circle. Penelope? Wilbur got more chins than a Chinese phone book. Good lord. Alright. I have some Steam friends, but since they play from 12 noon until midnight, and I can't put into that many hours in a game like I used to. I know the feeling. I have some friends, they pretty much play, they're all on the West Coast, though. I had to think about it for a second and do the never eat shredded wheat. I'm bad at cardinal directions. But yeah, they're all on the West Coast, so they play, you know, like, I'm going to bed at midnight. I got to get up in the morning. I got stuff to do. And they're still playing because it's only like 9 o'clock their time. And I'm like, you guys suck. Move! Move over to this side so you can be tired when I'm tired. I'm tired right now. And it's just now noon. Like, I'm ready for a nap. Oh, yeah. The first save that I started on, I ended up with some crazy ones. Both of them were like, here, let me show you. So both of my first ones were like down here on the first stream that I did. And then I was all the way up here, and I'm like, that ain't it, Chief. Like, I was even thinking about buying this one, because realistically that's fairly close, but I changed my mind on that, and I just searched for a save that had this oil spot active, and then the one over by the hunter, because that way when I buy that ranch and then the $36,000 one, they're all kind of centralized. So it'll be a lot easier for me to just go around and pick them up and go. I really should stop and put gas in that thing. But I don't have a gas can, so I'm not doing it right now. I left my gas can in my other car. Should go demolish that old barn thing. And I'm not catching rabbits. I don't care. The rabbits are the bane of my existence, and I will not do it. No one can make me. I've heard from... I'm sorry. I've heard about Left 4 Dead. I've never played it, though. Oh, no. Yes, the different time zones are the bane of my existence, because I live in the Eastern time zone, and I have 2 friends that live in Mountain Time? They're in Arizona, so I think it's Mountain Time, and then I have another friend and my boyfriend who are all on Pacific Time. Of course they are, Jimmy. Jeez. Where were you when I needed help with this stuff sooner? Like, I didn't even think to change the foliage. The braid is not braided lately, I'm telling you. I'm so sleepy. 140 game hours to finally get the rifle. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of a pain in the butt because I think we figured out that they don't necessarily load in like all at once. I think it's like, you know, when you first load in, like one of the predators will load in, and then a little bit later another one will load in. I think it's staggered, which is not a bad thing. It's just not ideal for hunting right out of the gate. Right out of the gate. Finally started playing it single player and disabled all the zombies, and it was a lot easier. Finally got the bicycle and motorcycle and vehicle. When I found this game, I was hooked. Yes. I actually got this game as a gift. My boyfriend found it, thought it looked cool, and sent it to me, and we started playing together. And I was trying to figure out how to do stuff, because when we play games together, especially like survival type games, like when we played Ark, it was definitely like I was the base mom And then he was the one who was always doing crazy stuff. So I'm like back at the base building things and making sure we have, water pipes and electrical outlets and, everything that we need. And then he's the one off hunting and, exploring things. And so I was back at the ranch trying to figure out how to do like greenhouses and, crop plots. And this was before the farming plots. And I started watching, BC's tutorial videos, which are really good. I was reading all of the written guides that I could find in the Discord, and then I would see people asking questions that were answered in those guides. So I started answering them. Like you can find this information here, but the answer is, blah blah blah. And then somebody from the team contacted me. I think I had only been playing the game for like a month. And somebody from the team contacted me and was like, "You're really helpful, and you're giving people really good information and really good answers. Would you like to do this as a sheriff?" And I was like, "Heck yes." And yeah, the rest is history. I've been here for 2 years now, and I love it. I did not ever think that I would have a job like this. It is amazing. Oh, don't hit the fence. I hit the fence. Started talking and got distracted on where I was going. But yeah, I did not think that I would ever have a job like this. And it is literally the dream job. So, hashtag blessed. When I had to get the tire for the hot rod, I tried to load it and had to carry it down the hill, and the mountain lions got me and my dog. Yep. Yep, I found one over there earlier today. Loaded in and decided to go get the rifle quest done and went looking for predators. And I was driving through there to get down to the river where the bears are. And ran right over the frickin' mountain lion. Just ran right into it. And I was like, oh, well, there we go. You took off running, because that's what they do when they see the cars. And then I got out of the car as quick as I could and jumped up on the hood so he didn't eat me. And then I shot him. This is some only farmers content right here. Don't cancel me for that one. It was a bad joke, I admit it. It's not gonna let me. Oh no. So far, I found bees by the abandoned muscle car ranch and in the far back of the expensive ranch. Yeah, I mean, they kind of pop up everywhere. They're different from the ones that were in the base map. The trees look different, and I think that's throwing a lot of people off. But also, the trees aren't as widespread on this map as they are on the base map. Because, I mean, it's just a giant forest. So, there's only so many places that you can look, realistically. But they're all over the place through here. Anywhere that there's trees, they're just all over the place. And when you collect the bees and chop the tree down, they can respawn anywhere else. They're not going to respawn in the same place every time. Oh yeah, the gold bar and the horse saddle, that's from the secret quest. Kind of sad you didn't watch my video, Jimmy. Did a whole video about it. Still waiting on these stupid pigs to grow. That's what I was doing. I would watch walkthrough on my other TV on YouTube and play this game on the computer. I mean, that's pretty smart. Alright, how much money are we up to? 11,000. We're getting there. Slowly but surely. Freaking pigs don't eat everything. Oh. Alright, shut that gate. Open this one. Wait. Penelope's not pregnant yet. Please tell me none of the babies are pregnant. I can't. Okay, thank God. No pig apocalypse today. Alright. Let's see. Oh. Chat is scrolling. Okay. Oh, what's up, Gibbles? Not the Bigfoot. We're chasing the Bigfoot now? Is there a Sasquatch in the game? You know what? I'm going to make that suggestion. I'm going to make that they put a Sasquatch into the game somewhere, because I feel like we should. I did see a video about it after the fact. I was searching for bees and testing the map boundaries. Is how I found the treasures, and curiosity after I found the Oh, after you found the map messing around. Yeah. I mean, pretty much. Honestly, it took me forever to find them. The treasures the first time around. So I was definitely not gonna let you guys even start on this map without that video, because it took me way too long to find them. And I even had one of the devs tell me where they were. And still had trouble finding them. So I was like, yeah, we're not gonna do that. I tried to run over the mountain lions and it was like hitting a tree. Yes, it is the same way with all of the animals. I don't know why that is. But yeah, if you try and drive into them, it's like hitting a brick wall. Oh, what's up, Killer B? Thank you for joining. I'm actually about to get out of here because we're waiting on pigs to grow. So I don't want to keep you guys staring at a screen for the next, couple hours while we're waiting on pigs to grow. If you have joined the stream already in progress, you will notice that I do not have a streaming schedule up on Twitch anymore. That is because I am getting ready to move soon, so I don't know what kind of timeline is going to be going on with that, and I don't want to overpromise and then underdeliver, because I know I've had to do that a couple of times now where I've gotten sick or something. Also, with summer coming up, the Chaos Twins are going to be around, and that's not going to be good vibes with them yelling and screaming at Roblox in the background. Um, so yeah. Slow rolling my map, taking things slow, not rushing. That is a great idea, Gibbles. You know, live your life however you want to. That's why I like the game, because it's so open and there's so many options for, ways to make your money. Like you can do just, cheese. You can do cheese and sausage. You can do bees. You can use the oil now. There's a lot of different stuff. Jimmy over here mowing animals down. Billy, if you still have seedlings left over after you plant all of your trees, take the seedlings and either put them on to the log trailer right here, or just put them directly onto the saw, and they will turn into logs. And then you won't have tree seeds laying around everywhere. Use my riding lawnmower to make my ranch clean so I can see what is on the ground. That's not a bad idea. The pigs do not die if they get too big. You probably want to let them get to like 8 days old before you unalive them, because 8 days is how long it takes for them to reach their maximum weight. So, these two are fully grown because they've been here since day 4, so they're fully grown now. And Big Boy over there with all the chins is going to give about, I think it was 32 pieces of meat? 32 or 36, somewhere around in there. We've gotten that suggestion a lot, Billy, where people wish there was more predators running around. They want the spawns to be higher. I kind of think it's intentional because, I mean, there's one water source on the entire map. And so I feel like the animals tend to, like, it's harder to find water in the desert, and that's where we are. I mean, it kind of makes sense to me that way. So I don't know that they're going to up the spawn on the bears and the predators. Um, but it is a suggestion, and a lot of people have mentioned it. I'm glad the video helped. I'm glad that it did, because it took me about 3 hours to find all of the treasures, and it was not fun. So I decided to go ahead and just condense all of that down into one quick little video to show where I found everything. And yeah, not good. But okay, guys. These guys are going to sleep. Hopefully they'll be grown in a few days. And we can harvest them in my next stream. So I'm going to sleep and save and bid you all adieu. Tip your bartenders and waitresses. If you need help with anything, if you run into issues with the game, 100% feel free to join the official Rant Simulator Discord and submit a ticket. Me and the rest of the team are always happy to help out. We're always happy to answer questions. Join my Discord, shameless plug, because you're here and you might as well, and you get to talk to me and other followers and stuff. Thank you guys for liking, subscribing, you know, joining these live streams. I really appreciate it. Um, I'm actually officially a YouTuber now, so that's fun. I'm excited about that. I'm getting recognized, so that's awesome. I had somebody come into the official Discord the other day and went, "Oh my gosh, the YouTuber Ully is here." And I was like, "Oh, I have arrived. I'm a people now." So, yeah, it's amazing. And yeah, please get with me, Jimmy, on a ranch visit in the future. I would love that. I would like to see what all you've done. Um, but yeah, guys, thank you so much for watching, and as always, happy ranching.